Imagine walking home alone at night when a woman in a red coat and surgical mask appears on a quiet street. She steps closer and softly asks, "Am I beautiful?" That's the moment everything changes, because this is Kuchisake-onna, Japan's slit-mouthed woman who turns beauty into terror. Tonight, you'll decide how to answer and whether you live long enough to regret it. Kenta, a high school student, often stayed late for night classes. He'd heard classmates whisper about the slit-mouthed woman, but laughed it off. Urban legends never scared him. But one evening, under a dying orange streetlight, he saw her, a woman dressed in red, standing unnervingly still. Her mask hid half her face. When Kenta passed, she spoke in that eerie, calm tone. "Do you think I'm beautiful?" He froze, forced a polite smile, and answered yes. The woman tilted her head, removed her mask, and revealed a grotesque smile carved from ear to ear, then whispered, "Even now." In that instant, Kenta realized there was no good answer. If curiosity ever pulled you closer to danger, like this story, remember, some questions are better left unanswered. Kenta ran, heart pounding, but the sound of quick footsteps followed. They said you could never outrun her. Kuchisake-onna glided like a shadow, scissors glinting in her hands. Every corner he turned, the echo of her question, "Am I beautiful?" haunted his mind until he couldn't breathe. Desperate, Kenta remembered versions of the tale his grandmother told. Those who survived either answered with confusion or offered candy. Some said she loved sweet things from the human world, maybe enough to buy precious seconds of escape. Sweat freezing on his skin, he hurled a handful of hard candies from his bag. The spirit paused, curious as the sweets clattered against the asphalt. For a heartbeat, she knelt to collect them and Kenta sprinted, his lungs burning beneath the icy wind. But the silence behind him was more terrifying than her footsteps. Kenta reached the bridge near home, thinking he was safe. The streetlights dimmed one by one, and when he turned, she was already there, closer than before. She lifted the mask again, her laughter echoing. "You think you can trick me?" With a flash of her scissors, she blocked his path. From nowhere, an old guard appeared, one who'd patrolled the streets for years. He raised his hand and dropped salt across the road, shouting ancient blessings. Kuchisake-onna recoiled, hissing like steam under sunlight. "Never mock the spirits," the old man warned as she vanished into the mist. Terrified yet wiser, Kenta listened as the guard explained. She'd once been a real woman, beautiful and vain, mutilated by a jealous husband who sliced her smile in rage. Her spirit wanders, forcing others to face the cruelty of aesthetic obsession. "Beauty fades," he whispered, "but her vengeance never will." Subscribe to Shadow AI for more urban legends, where fear hides beneath the ordinary. Weeks later, Kenta took another night walk, but now, he carried salt and candy in his jacket. When whispers echoed behind him again, he didn't run. He dropped the sweets, whispered a prayer, and kept his pace steady. The wind answered in silence. No ghost dared follow. Soon, others in the city began leaving candy at crosswalks and intersections where she'd been seen. The police removed them, thinking it a prank, but locals knew better. Some nights, rappers vanished before dawn, and a faint giggle floated through the alleyways. Kuchisake-onna's question is more than horror, it's the curse of vanity, the danger of answering without thought. Beauty and pain often share the same face, and fear comes dressed in familiarity. Not every monster lives in the shadows. Some just wear better masks. Like and share, every story teaches what's hidden behind the smile. Decades later, people still whisper about her, sometimes claiming she spares those who speak honestly and kindly. Perhaps, deep down, Kuchisake-onna still searches for someone who'll see beyond the scars. Her vengeance may never fade, but her story endures as warning. Cruelty breeds monsters, and vanity blinds humanity to true beauty. Those who understand her sorrow find not terror, but pity. Kenta grew older, teaching his children respect for strangers and the power of words. Legends, he said, aren't dead. They evolve with us. Somewhere, a masked woman still walks Japan's quiet streets, waiting for the next answer that feels honest enough to end her curse. Don't miss the next urban legends. Subscribe, ring the bell, and follow Shadow AI for more stories whispered between fear and truth. Legends often reflect the horrors we create: cruelty, vanity, and love twisted by pain. When a stranger asks, "Am I beautiful?" remember, truth can save, lies destroy. Watch the shadows. She might still be listening. If Kuchisake-onna's question chilled you, share and subscribe. Shadow AI returns with more tales from Japan's haunted streets, where beauty cuts deeper than knives.